You're watching the Rotoscopers YouTube. My name is Chelsea Robson.
And I'm Morgan Stradling.
And today we are going to be talking about the one and the only Lilo and Stitch. So Lilo and Stitch is about a young girl and her little family. Mohana means family. And they somehow get in touch with an alien species.
Yeah, she thinks it's a dog.
Yeah, you know, obviously not. It's based in Hawaii and it has a lot of fun Hawaiian themes, a lot of fun Hawaiian songs, some great surfing montages. Always good, great, grand stuff.
So what I like about Lilo and Stitch is that it has these two completely paradoxical elements. It has the nice normal family in Hawaii. Nothing weird about them, nothing crazy. They just live in Hawaii. That's probably about the biggest, craziest thing in their life right now. And then there's the sci-fi element with Stitch and, you know, Project 626 and all these crazy things. And there's these, you know, space bounty hunters looking for Stitch. Yeah. And completely two different, very erratic seeming plots come together and work so well.
They do.
The reason why is because the director of this and also the voice of Stitch is Chris Sanders, who, like we said, Chris, anything he touches turns to gold. Example, How to Train Your Dragon.
Very good.
Yeah. So this movie is really good. What I love about it is you feel almost that Lilo is a real person with real emotions. Yes, she's very little, but they just make her seem so real and lovable. And the same thing with Stitch. Like their interactions with each other just are real. And this was completely different for a Disney movie at the time. You know, they didn't want to, you know, go to China. They didn't want to go, you know, some crazy place. They went to Hawaii. They kept it a little crazy, I guess.
Threw in some good Elvis moves.
Yeah.
I love Elvis.
Yeah, and that was another thing, like the inclusion of the Elvis songs.
Yeah.
You could either have looked at it and said, this is completely wacky and weird, I don't get it, or you could have accepted it and said, this works.
I love Elvis.
Yeah.
Of course it works. Elvis rocks. If you'd like to know more about my love of Elvis, you can head on over to our website, therotoscopers.com/3, for a wonderful review of the movie Rock-a-Doodle, The Rockin' Chicken.
Also based on Elvis. So Lilo and Stitch 2, Stitch Has a Glitch, is another really good, surprisingly, sequel. The animation's actually really good and the story's pretty decent. Honestly, you won't be disappointed when you watch this one. And that's basically all we have to say about it.
That's all we have to say about it because there are no special features on this. Yeah, Disney just said print on the DVDs.
How lazy can you be?
Well, here's the thing, Morgan, is that Disney knows exactly who is going to buy this video, and they know that it's probably not going to be for the special features. You know, there's not going to have that many fans that are like, oh my gosh, I need to know all of this about Lilo and Stitch. And so it's like...
There should be.
There should be, I know. But, you know, the majority of people aren't going to be like us and say, I want more.
Honestly, I think Disney's just trying to get all their movies on DVD as soon as possible so they can just start raking in the cash and then release the special edition Blu-ray down the line. And then maybe they'll include those special features.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Probably not.
Conspiracy theories.
Where's Mason when you need him?
I know.
So we give the movie 4.5 stars because this really was the tail end of some of these okay, decent Disney movies, but this was a real surprise in how good it was and how well it stands up 10 years later.
It's true.
So 4.5 stars is being not really generous, but it's worth it for what it is, and I really give credit to Chris Sanders for putting out a movie that should have been a disaster train wreck that really worked. Lilo and Stitch 2, on the other hand, meh. Bonus features, again, we give them 0 stars.
But all in all, this is one that you're going to want to have to complete out your Disney library. So we're going to say if you don't have it, buy it. If you do, skip it.
We should just put a disclaimer on the bottom. If you were a Disney fan, skip ahead to page whatever and buy it. Because we know all Disney fans, the good ones at least, want to complete their collections.
True.
Just kidding, I didn't mean to say that people who don't buy DVDs are bad Disney fans, because that's not true, and I'm personally one of those people who doesn't believe in spending a lot of money on merchandise and things like that.
It's true.
So I take that back. So thanks everybody for watching. If you liked our review of Lilo and Stitch 1 and 2, be sure to subscribe down for more of our videos. We love to do reviews on the new DVDs and Blu-rays that come out, and all the new animated features that also are released in theaters. And if you can't wait until our next video, just go to therotoscopers.com. That's where we post news stories and other reviews and other opinion pieces on a daily basis, and then you can get involved with the community of animation and Disney fans just like yourself.
Also, as you're heading over to the website, make sure to check out the podcast. The podcast is so much fun. It's an hour and a half, give or take, of just us ranting and raving and joking around about different animated films.
With our good friend Mason, who, if you think we're funny, listen to Mason because he's hilarious. He's going to be getting on these YouTube videos in the near future, hopefully, and you're going to love him. Because Mason really does make the show hilarious. So if you like our videos and you like listening to people rant and rave and you know, gush over Disney movies and animated movies, then you definitely need to check it out because the podcast is like our bread and butter. We love it.
We are just so happy with it.
And really, I love my carbs.
So until next time, my name is Chelsea Robson.
And I'm Morgan Stradling.
And you are watching the Rotoscopers YouTube. That's not how we end it.
But good. So until next time,
we are the Rotoscopers.
It's very coincidental that their language happens to match up exactly with our own.
I know, right? Ireland? Just changed one letter. Iceland. What? And then there's actually a 2-minute deleted scene in there where it talks
honestly
about
was
the
expecting
bike.
not to enjoy this movie.
So it's kind of deceiving because in the movie, when it first starts out, you think it's about this guy, this leprechaun-looking guy in the back. I still don't know why he's dressed like a leprechaun. He just is, apparently. But just for basic sakes, you've got two guys who are best friends and been friends for a long time
together.
And
But I really kind of liked the character development between the two characters. I thought the 2D and the CGI meshing and blending really was cool. Honestly, I think it was, to me, a bit more innovative and cooler than the photoreal. Because I've sort of seen photoreal in other places. This is the first time Pixar's done it, yes, but really hadn't seen Paperman's technique used anywhere else. And so for that reason, I liked that.